roundtable discussion today with T.L.P.C. about where the league has gone and where it came from. I've got Professor Joel here.
Hello everybody, Professor Joel.
We've got Pokemon Master James here.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up?
Frank, you want to start us out?
When I first came into this, it was interesting because it was this 4 guys usually meeting up every month, trying to come together as brothers and play a game that they all loved. So it was interesting as a guy that knew nothing about it, nothing about competitive play, only knew about the storylines and all that. It's interesting how they did it, and I really liked the idea. I've stuck with Joel ever since. And how was it that you felt when you guys were going through that?
Going through what?
This set of you guys just like that.
Oh, we were having a lot of fun, and honestly, it wasn't too crazy big of an idea. All it was just trying to form a league of friends that all wanted to play competitive Pokemon. And I have done that ever since I was, I think, about 8 years old with the original Game Boy games and the Pokemon Stadium and all that. I was really big on that. And I had, growing up, for a long time, 3 of my other friends. Mike is one of them, another one was Brent, and another one was Austin. And we always battled it out, we're always having fun. And, I just really loved that nostalgic feeling. And when I got older, I wanted to do that again, create another league and see if we can make that league bigger. And that's where the idea originated from. And, the guys were like, yeah, let's do it. Sounds like a great idea. And then the idea from that came from not just a league, but hey, let's try to expand this league and, make it more than just a league. And we were trying with an idea of a business. And we eventually want to get like this gaming store where we can run this league out of physically. And, then we got this other idea about a YouTube channel. And this was about, 4 years in. And, we're just trying to expand, and this idea just keeps growing. And we've gone to 3 or 4 players starting to now an 8 consistent, great amount of players. Double. And it took 4 years to do it. But, people come and go, and, that's great. It was fun. But that's where this idea originated. And now we're just trying to expand it to the world, and we're having so much fun doing it.
It's truly been one heck of a ride for all of us. I've seen some tremendous growth from everybody in the league, and including our 2 professional players right here. It's been one heck of a ride.
You tell us your story.
I'm actually a newcomer into the league, and I've seen a transition from being just a newbie to feeling like I don't belong, to not being able to learn the game at all, to being able to know what I can do and what amazing possibilities that I could make just by being able to join these guys, and them to take a moment to help me out and to help me transition between, like I said, knowing nothing at all to becoming yourself and making your own group of Pokemon to, bring out to the battlefield to say, I recognize you, I see who you are this kind of player, and I need to readjust, making those movements and making it more interesting for the player to play each time that they do actually play in the tournament. So, it's really nice to sit there to see the newcomers feel the same way that I do when I have, came and grown in such a different way. And it's thanks to guys like Joel and Frankie and actually Trevor, which actually helped me become the kind of Pokemon player that I am today. And it's, been one heck of a ride. And there's other players in this tournament that are doing the same for newcomers, and we're sitting there trying to say to newcomers, come in, come play with us and have a good time, put in some winnings, put in some ideas, and become a new Pokemon player yourself, become a champion in your own way. And that is exactly what we're here to do, And it's quite amazing. I felt it, and I could see it, and we're just here to transpire it all the way through.
Well said, James. Well said. Frankie, did you want to say something?
Well, I actually had a question for James, so we can touch a little bit on the newcomers aspect.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say was the hardest part for you to learn throughout all this?
Or overcome.
Oh,
As
overcome.
in, yeah.
Probably semi would be intimidation of the fact knowing that you have no idea of what Pokemon kind of really is, and then learning the difference between casual playing it to actually competitively playing it, and taking the time and dedication from all these different kind of informative perspectives from all the other players in the league, to be like breeding is a necessity, to be like EV training on this specific move with this specific different kind of ability, you know, is quite critical, you know, making those kind of readjustments, to then knowing of like this Pokemon that you're looking at, it's not really good, you know, it's actually but then you figure it out yourself. You know, I think that's what the difference is in between figuring what would be hard and then actually, you know, the fun part about becoming your own Pokemon self.
So learning all the little details.
Very much so.
There's a lot of little details to learn.
Very much so.
I'm still learning. I have still a lot more to learn, and I'll always strive to learn more, because hopefully there will always be more to learn. But, you know, I've been playing Pokemon for over half my life. That's for sure. I've had little breaks here and there, but, you know, consistently for 4 years with this league, with these guys. And I'll tell you what, when I first got into the league, I thought I knew what I was doing, but compared to 4 years ago and compared to now, I've learned so much and have grown so much that it's not even comparable. And I'm excited for more years of growth, and that's what it's about. You can come into this league and then you can have no skill, or you can know nothing about Pokemon, but have love for Pokemon, and that's all you need. And with that, you have opportunity to grow with all of us, because we're willing to help you and teach you if we can. And that's another beautiful thing that I love about this league. There's just a lot of great potential and growth overall everywhere. The cool thing also about this league is the inner child of everyone gets to shine. And what I mean by that is that when we were kids watching this Pokemon, if that was the case for me, we all had this imagination of what it would be like to be a Pokemon master, right? And so in this league, we get to portray what we would feel like as a Pokemon master as a character, which is great. And I think that allows us all to be kids again, even if we're all 20, you know, plus years old.
Didn't they consider us old timers now, dude?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I want to sit there and capitalize though when you're you know, you're pushing your imagination when you're trying to develop, you know, the character. When you're in the league, you're sitting there and pushing who yourself could be and what you could become in your own Pokemon player ways, and it's super creative. It's really strong in this league, and we sit there and try to make sure that it's safe and really free to make sure we do that. But you know, like Frank said, big old timers over here, you know, sticking on that 4th gen stuff. I think that's what really helps with people feeling safe and at home, you know, being able to come out with, you know, new character ideas and then put their Pokemon to match their character. Do you guys think that's a kind of a thing why you guys chose to stick with 4th gen, or, you know, like as a newcomer, why'd you guys stick with it?
4th gen was at the time in the middle between the old stuff, which is like 1st gen, 2nd gen, and the new stuff, which is 6th and 7th gen. And so...
And 5th.
In 5th, of course. In 3rd. Let's not forget that. But right in the middle was 4th. And 493 Pokemon, which is almost 500 to work with, is quite a lot. And it's new, but it's still old school animation and graphics, but it's not too old school. And it's like that perfect balance that I was looking for. And I have so much fun just playing 4th gen. How do you guys feel about 4th gen?
Well, you know, I've always looked at it like this. I love the game for what it is. The storylines were amazing and everything, and all the legendaries that you get were fascinating me as a kid. But I stuck with it because, yeah, the newer stuff's cool, but some of the old movesets that you have, you couldn't do in the new stuff. And I really like that.
I feel that.
But
You're
I also
constricted.
love the fact of 4th gen, You could do 12 different builds with the same Pokemon. No one's going to have the exact same build.
Yeah, you're allowed to be really diverse with the choices of Pokemon that you have. And by joining the league and seeing that, that's actually quite true. You know, there's so many different ways. You don't know how many players have the same kind of Pokemon, but there's so many different kind of builds. And you don't know if you're going to get the same one or the same one that looks the similar same but has this different kind of move. It's so diverse. And it's really nice to sit there and to be allowed within the Gen group, you know, to look at the variants of Pokemon that are each actually all really useful in their own ways if you use them right in your own kind of squad. You know, it's crazy.
You know, to add to that, 4th Gen, I think for me as well, is also like an old school grind. And a lot newer gens, there's new ways to train and all that stuff, and I feel like that's way more efficient but quicker and less of a grind. 4th Gen is pure grind. You know, it's old school, and I really admire the grind. If you're gonna have awesome, you know, Pokemon that are trained well, and you know have the IVs through breeding and all the etc. stuff, you know that the grind is where it's at, and that's what separates some people from other people is how far they're willing to go and grind out instead of just having everything available. And Wonder Trade, that's not available to us. So if you're going to get something, you got to pretty much get it on your own or have another trainer help you with that, which makes it even more old school as well. There's countless reasons why I love 4th Gen, but I think those are some really strong ones for me.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. I started out as kind of a casual player that was on the Game Boy Advance that stuck there for the time being, and I didn't really mess with any more of the Pokemon Gen, so I missed out on between that that chunk of time that made it so memorable and watched the development from, you know, Pokemon being really crazy OP to becoming Mega to becoming, you know, different kind of, you know, outrageous, cool, loving Pokemon to seem to be just, you know, same old playing. So it's, you know, kind of diverse and unique and just like, whoa.
I remember when it was Pocket Monsters.
Oh, yeah, Pocket Monsters.
Back when it was just a keychain.
It was all, yeah.
And you just fed it, played with it, and then it transformed into the DS game and the cartoon, and it was like, okay, and I remember the whole progression up, and then once they got to like black and white, that's when I kind of cut off, right. And then I caught back up at X and Y.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but the future of this league really is right now the channel, and that's why we're dedicating it to everything right now with the discussion videos that we're trying to do and the battle videos with the tournaments. We just want to bring this Pokemon League to life. And that's where our focus is going to be, the growth of the channel. And we hope that you guys love it. You know, that's why we want to share it.
Well, Joel, any last words for everybody today? James?
Nothing except for push your ideas out there and keep trying. If you're part of the league, you better be working on your Pokemons, and if you're not, you're lagging behind already because time is ticking. If you're new to this league, welcome to it. I hope you the best of luck, and so does everyone else in this room right now. And with that being said, I think that'd be all, my friends.
Well, thank you guys. This is T.L.P.C. with a roundtable discussion. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully it was entertaining.
Don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe. We'll see y'all later.
Check us out.
Peace.